r/AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. Who do you regret having sex with? My boss's wife, when I was 19. She was older, super hot, and super into me. But he watched. Edit, I simply meant she was older than me. She was 30-ish. And yes, of course he touched himself. Best friend's wife, consensual threesome. They felt close enough with me to test waters for it. Well yeah, things got awkward after that. Eventually we just split. Someone I dated for a month before finding out he was married and has children. I kinda regret how I lost my virginity. I was an awkward young man and was a 19-year-old virgin. I went to an Asian massage place and paid $60 plus $60 tip and fucked a 50-year-old Asian woman. Actually she fucked me. I came in like 30 seconds. Paid her and got dressed and left. My ex, when we saw each other as friends, after we broke up, and she started heating up things, and we did it, and I thought we would get back together, and she told me she just wanted to have sex that single time. It broke my heart, and I felt so dumb. I was 19 years old, working the morning shift at Target. Went into the loading area to see my supervisor, a 42-year-old stunner of a woman, crying her eyes out. She confided that she discovered her lawyer husband was banging his young 19-year-old secretary. I hugged her, told her it will be okay, and without hesitation, she took me into a bathroom, and we had sex. Looking back I regret it, because obviously the mixed range of emotions, me being the revenge screw, but at the same time, that woman's life was collapsing, and needed to feel some sort of happiness. With my boss. While having sex the perks at work were cool, but once I didn't want to anymore, work became hell. I regret having sex with an ex more than I regret having sex with a one-night stand. And that ex is who I lost my V card to. Man I was dating while we were both in college. He was student teaching at the time. Years later, long after we'd broken up, it came out that he had been a sexual predator to the high school students he was working with at the time. Turns out that, while we were together and had an active sex life, he was perusing, coercing, and raping teenage girls. He's serving time now. A guy convinced me over 2 months he was into me. We talked and everything. Finally we hook up, was terrible, and he was so weird about it. Afterwards he cries to me that he's in love with his landlord, who was a longtime friend in a committed relationship, and the next day he calls me and says we should just be friends. I find out later that he's tried to do the same thing with multiple other women in my social circle. Now him and the landlord are married and have kids. Fuck you, Jimmy. My mom was a bridesmaid at her co-worker's wedding. I tagged along, even though I knew nobody but her. The wedding party was small and inviting enough that I hung out with them in the limo shuttle, etc. for the morning. Ended up drinking too much at the reception, fucking off with the groomsman, and banging it out on the ground somewhere on the golf course where the event was held. No protection. People were looking for us because the party was wrapping up. I got muddy, covered in pine needles, and my ass was covered in mosquito bites. Left a full pack of smokes at the scene of the crime that I never got back. The guy stalker texted me for a while after I discovered in the days following that I'd taken his virginity. Just overall a special kind of shame for that one. I'm just glad your story went longer than just the first 2 words. Some random Filipina I met on Bumble. We messaged for like 20 minutes back and forth. She invited me over, we fucked, and it got weird real fast when she tried asking if I wanted to cream pie her and started showing me pictures of her nephew and her sister. I very quickly made the excuse of, oh shit my mom got a flat, and dipped. That was my first and last hookup, never again. A woman I randomly met. We had sex immediately after meeting. The next day I found out she was married. I only regret it, having sex with the guy I lost my virginity to 24 years ago, after I recently found out that he's currently serving 30 to life for multiple counts of sexual assault against his own teenage daughter. That definitely made me wish I could go back in time and unfuck that absolute waste of oxygen. A guy that I thought would be a one and done, but I didn't realize we had mutual friends, so he keeps coming up in group hangouts and talks about that one night we had in front of my now boyfriend of 15 months. Tell him in front of everyone that you don't remember, or that he was tiny, or it was terrible, or whatever, and he'll shut up. A homeless crack whore for 40. Went in raw like a dumbass. Didn't catch anything, and didn't get her pregnant. I did cream pie her. It was the lowest of low days. My daughter's babysitter. We were both single, both going through a rough patch. And it was really good. But she wanted more, and I didn't want to risk ruining the connection between her and my daughter. Thankfully, things settled back to normal not long after. Edit. I was 34, she was 25. The person who pressured me into it. I didn't want to, it was my first time, and I felt trapped, like saying no would make things worse. I remember feeling disconnected, like I was just watching it happen, instead of actually being there. It's something that still sticks with me to this day. I've carried so much guilt and confusion over it, even though deep down I know it wasn't my fault. It changed the way I see myself and how I trust people. It's one of those experiences that leaves a mark not always visible, but always there. Had years ago one guy, good night, one time thing for me. Sex stuff was okay, but after that he wanted more, texted me. I said sorry but no. Then he wrote to me that once he meets me again, he will break every bone in my body. Don't meet with creeps, people. Really, the only sex I regret is the sex I did not have. So many people throughout the years obviously wanted to bang, and I made the mistake of not just hopping on them when I had the chance. Then again, I may have deeply regretted having sex with some of those people if I'd gone through with it, so, you know. No regrets. Whenever I did, it was because I somehow liked them. There was always a certain atmosphere. No one. I have had sex with no one, and I regret that. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening. Tell your friends about me.